So today's the feast day of Our Lady of Mount Carmel, and everybody knows a parish by the name of Mount Carmel. You know, we got one in Ridgewood, we've got one in Tenafly. I'm sure we've got a few more in the diocese. We've got one in Orange, New Jersey. And so there's a lot of parishes named after Mount Carmel. Our Lady of Mount Carmel, the hill, the mountain in the Holy Land, where Our Lady, named after Our Lady Carmel or Carmel, she's strongly identified Mount Carmel with the Carmelite order from Carmelites. In our diocese, we've got a bunch of the Carmelites, many of you know them, down in Englewood. And St. Cecilia is really where the Carmelites started. They had the high school and the grammar school in Englewood, and they have a big rectory there. So all the monks used to all live in Englewood, and then what they did as Bergen County grew, they went up the train line that goes from Englewood due north, and they would man all the parishes along the train line, and then every night they would scamper back and live in the rectory in Englewood. And over time that stopped, and they started to stay in the parishes that they were pastoring. So when you come north from Englewood, you hit places like Pagoda, Teaneck, Tenafly, Cresskill, Dumont, Closter. They were all, at one point, they were all Carmelite parishes. And at one point I was doing personnel for the diocese, and I would have to meet with the Carmelites to see, as they lose personnel or they age out, they would turn the parishes back over to the Archdiocese of Newark. Now, we're not going anywhere, so if the Carmelites or Franciscans or the Salesians, if they leave their parishes, we have to go in and get them, and we have to staff them and try to figure that out. So now they've given back to us many of the parishes that they're unable to staff, but there's still very strong presence in St. Cecilia's, in Englewood, in Mount Carmel, in Tenafly, and Cresskill, St. Teresa's, I think, in Cresskill, where the big obelisk is down there. So they're there. In the 12th century, they were a monastic community, and they were living on the top of Carmel in the Holy Land when the Virgin appeared to Saint Simon Stagg, an early Carmelite, and she told him about the brown scapular. And so if you see a Carmelite today, they're wearing, like I have this big alb on. The white alb is another Latin word for white. You know, albino comes from that. But so they wear, instead of this, they wear a brown scapular, and you can identify a lot of the Carmelites, not quite as brown as the Franciscans, but a brown scapular, and the idea is that it identifies a Carmelite, and if you die with your scapular, you're promised everlasting life to the Carmelites. And of course, the Carmelites have a tremendous devotion to Mary, as we all need to, but they certainly see Mary as the epitome of Christianity and the interior life of prayer, reflection, and contemplation.